My name is Traci Sizemore, and what do you want to know about me?
So my first question would be your shirt.
My shirt.
Okay, so ask me about CBD.
Ask me about
Do you have
CBD.
like an elevator speech prepared when somebody comes up to you and asks you about CBD?
I just tell people that I first found out about CBD about 2 years ago. And when I first found out about it, I was like, okay, you're talking about weed? I'm not down with weed. Totally raised conservative, not interested in any of that. But then as I started to educate myself about it, it just like my mind kind of opened up to where it's okay. This does not get you high. It can help you with so many things. Your endocannabinoid system is a legit thing, and we need to feed it. And this is what happens when you don't feed it. And so anyway, but yeah, and what I tell people is that I personally have tried 7 or 8 different oils, like different brands. And the one that I have found now that I actually sell now, the only reason why I sell it is because it's been the very best one that I have ever used. Just really telling people that it's not this evil thing, because honestly, even with the THC side, that's when you really look at the studies where people have healed themselves from cancer, it's actually the high THC that does that. It's not even the CBD that does that. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, CBD is awesome and I love it so much, but the high THC stuff is what really can help. So I personally think the whole plant has been criminalized, and I don't think it's necessary at all. I think people just don't know.
Do you have a lot of conversations around the moral or spiritual or sinful implications of using CBD?
Oh my gosh, yeah. Like we've got, I mean, even just because our family, we have so much people in the ministry in our family. And my niece, for an example, she sent me this like meme, this joke thing of this like old lady that was smoking a bong. I don't even know what a bong is, okay? But I do know what a bong is, but I've never used a bong. But she's like, Trey, please don't become this lady. And I'm like, I'm not. Are you kidding me? So I think what I really tell people is I think it goes down to your motive. When you drink, are you drinking to get drunk? When you eat, are you eating to fulfill some kind of void that you have? When any kind of addiction, you really have to look at the heart and the why, and why are you doing that? Because if you are talking to someone that uses cannabis, whether it's CBD or the THC, why? Why are you using it? And I don't think anyone can say what another person's heart is, honestly. But I do think, it's kind of one of those things where you do have to be a little bit careful because, my brother is an addict and he's sober, so I don't really talk about all of that stuff with him because it's just a spiraling thing. But I can talk about CBD with him. So it's just, I think it's kind of depends on the who, the what, the when, and the motive, the heart, really.
Yeah. So
I think everybody, we're all jacked up and we all struggle. And if you have found something that is meeting a need for you, and it's not a pill and it's not something pharmaceutical that has literally like an hour-long side effects that we listen to on the TV. I mean, it's, I go back to the statistic that like literally no one has died from a cannabis overdose. No one. And yet I can tell you people in my immediate circle that have died over, opioid addiction or pain pills or, we could go alcohol. Good Lord. I mean, there's the list, you can go on and on. So I'm all for it, more so than I was even just a year ago. And I'm thankful that CBD has kind of led to that. So, because it's just really opened my eyes as far as, knowing that it's not this big, bad, awful thing that a lot of people make it out to be. It's that. It's the moral implications. And it's honestly because people, it's anyone that thinks that, okay, well, you can go and drink and you can get buzzed, but yet, eating a THC gummy every now and then is just so wrong. Well, no, that's you really not being educated, because I would much rather see someone eat an edible than go and have, a big fat margarita. Now, don't get me wrong, I love margaritas, but I'm just saying that we've really it's such a double standard. I think the church has got to kind of calm down with all of that on, okay, my religion says this is right or this is wrong, but you really need to go and look at what Jesus says, because there's a lot that Jesus says is right or wrong, and I'm pretty sure he never says that cannabis is wrong. So, I just think we got to open people's minds a little bit.